Hey guys, welcome to JasonWhiskyWise, and myself, Jason, bringing you whiskey review number 66, where today we're going to review the Paul John Peated Select Cask, which is an expression released alongside this classic Select Cask, which I'll show you in just a second, which you can see over here. So we've got the two over here, and the Select Cask Classic is the unpeated, and the Peated Select Cask, well, effectively it's all in the name, is a peated expression. So we'll pop this one away and we'll get started with a review on that. So, let's begin. So, first off, I want to also let you guys know, if you don't already follow me on my social medias, be sure to check them out. It'll be my Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, and you can stay up to date with all my videos. And if you do enjoy the video, feel free to give it a massive thumbs up and drop it a like, as we're going to be doing a giveaway, I believe, when we get 300 subscribers on here on YouTube. So, let's begin with the age of this whiskey. Now, if you haven't heard of Paul John before, then you must have, because I've uploaded 4 videos or 5 videos now on it. It's a whiskey from Goa, India, and they use pretty much at the minute currently mainly ex-bourbon casks, which are also some of first fill, some refill. They've got special editions, which are the Oloroso casks, which I've done a review on, and they've got some really special stuff I just heard about, which was in the works. So we're going to look forward to seeing some of that. Now, to begin my review style structure, we'll begin with the age of this whiskey. It is a non-age stated whiskey, as I believe the climate in India is much more warmer. And also, if you haven't seen the box of this one, I just want to quickly show you that. This. As you can see there, opens up quite nicely, and it's got a little magnetic box to it. So, very nice box, and you can slide your bottle in there. So, age of the whiskey, non-age stated whiskey, and that's because of the hotter climate, so maturation is 3 to 5 times faster than Scotland. Now, in terms of the ABV on this one, this is bottled at 55.5% ABV, so your cask strength whiskey. In terms of the cask selection, you're looking at American White Oak ex-bourbon barrels. So, in terms of also this one, as it is a completely peated style. Now, the distillery itself is the Paul John Distillery, which you can see over there, owned by the parent company John Distillers, and it is located in the region of Goa, India. So, let's begin. In terms of the price on this one, it is priced at £65 to £70 in terms of the actual market price, and that is online in terms of pounds. In dollars, it'll be around about, I think around about $70 tops, and euros around about 60, 70 euros. It is fairly priced very similar all around the world. Now, in terms of exclusivity, no, it is not exclusive. It is part of their core range, as you will find this one everywhere. And in terms of caramel color, no color is added. This is all natural color, and I believe non-chill filtered. Yep, non-chill filtered. It says it just over there on the back. So, let's begin by assessing the color of this whiskey. As you can see, it's a little bit much more darker actually than the classic, which I just reviewed. And I'm going to go with a deep golden amber. It has got a very nice darker hue in it. If you have tried the peated, let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. For now, let's move into assessing the nose. So, into the nose. So, to begin my initial impressions on the nose of this whiskey, the ABV doesn't feel as powerful as it states on the bottle compared to when you initially nose this whiskey. It does start out quite soft, more towards, let's say, barbecue sauce. A little bit sweeter, but at the same time giving you that classic peatier character. A nice, rich, robust peat then follows suit right behind it, with a slight earthier note as well. And it's got a little iodine character right behind it, but it's not powerful. It's not, as the classic Islay whiskies are, and that's because it's a whiskey using Islay peat. It does have a little bit of that old leathery note, sort of also old books. And I'm also picking up character of toasted walnuts and a little bit maybe hazelnuts. Could be between the two. I'm thinking more walnuts on this one. Interesting on the nose, and a little bit of burnt rubber, as if you've sort of driven your car a bit wrong and you smelled the tyres, getting that little burnt rubbery character. So quite a nice sort of Islay distinctive characters, but from India. So next we'll move into the palate for this whiskey, see what we can discover on that. So into the palate. So to begin on the palate for this whiskey, I was having a second there to think about it. A very strong peat, and this one literally sinks into your taste buds. When I was saying this is peated, the nose gives you no idea about how the peat is on the palate. Goes straight into your taste buds. This is definitely, I'd consider, the bigger brother to the Bold, or more to the, yeah, between, I'd say straight away, bigger brother to the Bold, a bigger sibling. Very powerful peat. The texture on this one is a bit light initially as you get it on the palate, nowhere near medium or full like the other Paul Johns, and then it develops instantly into a medium texture on the palate. A nice waxy sort of coating all over, and I'm not finding it going to the sides. This is staying on the palate. A nice gingery warmth again. I believe it's a classic style, what that sort of you get in the tasting notes. And a black peppery note, and this is quite a sharp, strong, fresh, young black pepper, really giving its distinctive, bold characters to it. A little bit of also a dark, bitter honey, giving a little sweetness, and that's more towards the back mid palate as it sort of rolls off, and then you're getting a little minerally notes as well, a little salty character, but not so salty. So that's a faint bit of minerally characters as well. And then I'm getting a little citrusy note as well, which is more towards lemon peel. More also again with that waxy character combined together. And then you're getting a little bit of an earthy note as it sort of fades off, and a little bit of cacao, a little bitter. Very interesting on the palate of this whiskey. So next we'll move into the finish, and we'll give you my conclusions on the peated. So to begin my initial impressions on the finish of this whiskey, it is powerful. It is packing the punch, very long, and to say long would be an understatement. This is sitting on your taste buds. It reminds me a little bit of a very strong Port Charlotte, in which the way the peat really stays there, you get that malty character. Again, really just sitting into the taste buds. Grapefruit. This is grapefruit pith, not even the juice, not even the peel. The pith, that little bitter character. And combinations of layers of peat and spice, mouth-warming spices, really carrying on. And this one takes a long time, a very long time. That's why I left it for last, to just literally fade away. Really nice, powerful, peated style from Paul John. So in terms of my rating for this one, I was actually going to give it, after tasting the classic, which is one of my favorites, I'm giving it a 91. I'm actually giving it less than the Bold, and the reason behind that, I don't find it as complex as the Bold, but it is a superb whiskey in terms of the peat. If you love your peat, this is one that you're going to literally love. It's got powerful, it packs the peat and it punches it. Definitely get the flavors and the character still carrying on the palate. But I felt the Bold had a little bit more added complexity, but more fruitier notes and that subtle spice, where this one's got more powerful peat and more powerful spice. So that's this one sort of compared to the Bold, which is another peated expression from Paul John. But again, the flavors keep going, the mouth-warming spices making it very mouth-watering. Very difficult to keep going and talking about it so much, but the flavors keep carrying on, and that's something I feel is a very powerful one on the palate. In terms of would I add water to this whiskey, personally, you can add water. It's optional in terms of my opinion. If you add water, it's just mainly to take down the ABV slightly, and I'm going to give it a try, and that will be in my written review, in my blog. But in terms of straight away as neat whiskey, it is nice and powerful. If you love your peat, you're going to absolutely adore this whiskey. I find it a bit more powerful than I'd initially say. So yeah, it keeps getting more powerful, as you say, the more sips you take of this one. But overall, in terms of value for money, it's £60. As all sort of whiskies at the minute are priced at around about £50 to £60 price marker. Fantastic value for money. You're getting a powerful peated whiskey. In terms of time, time really doesn't change this whiskey so much. You still get a distinctive peaty character and the spices which remain consistent throughout. So that would be my overall notes on the Paul John Peated Select Cask. So 91 out of 100. Let me know your thoughts if you have tried it. And I'll also leave my written reviews in my blog over there. Be sure to check out my latest videos, which will be pinged over here. The Brilliance, Bold, and I believe the Classic over here. And also check out also my subscribe button. If you're new to my channel, be sure to subscribe and hit that like button to stay up to date with more videos. But this has been JasonWhiskyWise, and I'll catch you all for the next video.